Hi, Asinus here, and today we are not playing the full game, but we are going to play the demo. I forgot to put the subtitle into it because it was bad timing, but as you can see, it is only the full game. So don't expect this to become a full game, but we gotta play another demo made by the same company called, you guessed it, the producers. So pretty much it's gotta be 10 times different. And this is one of those games where, you know, it's
My name is Evangeline Glass. I'm an intelligence special agent.
You could tell it's shit by the time you actually play this.
I received a letter from my mentor, Dr. Ambrose Inc. He asked me to arrive at Hawkvat as soon as I could.
I don't even know.
He's like a father to me.
What?
He's the only family I have left. I need to find Inc. I think he may be in danger.
One of those games.
I can't see much, but I think I'm in the right place.
Okay, so, and let's just stop for the beginning. So, as you might know, this is the same exact shit that I actually play. I don't really think that this is a high quality game so far. So, if you don't know the studio that manufactured this game, it's an indie game clock. It's an independent gaming company called they are an independent gaming company that makes software products. I don't really know about it, but apparently this game has been a huge hit based on the fact that this is the company so Clockwork Tales has been distributed by Big Fist Games, and this game was pretty much in Steam. The game costs about $10, and this was made by Artifacts Mundi. So Artifacts Mundi is a independent game company that manufactures software products. They make a couple of titles that they committed so far, and they have a huge library of games that they created. Most of the time they make a couple of sequels to the point, and most of the time they make some pretty half-assed products. The only game they actually managed to become so different is the only time they make a better game is Brain Brown. The only good game that they actually made from it is Braybound, which was a decent title from before. So they they only make a hack and slash type of game, and that's where they actually push some efforts. But other than that, they push up dumb shit. I'm gonna be real. They make a couple of titles under the same name. They make a couple of sequels that are so half-assed to the point where it's so difficult to take them seriously, but you couldn't even take them seriously. Most of the games are just the same, and Artifacts Mundi seems to have a tendencies to. And you can tell that this game is kind of half-assed. I don't even know what was going on, but mean, the voice acting is so bad. I mean, I don't really care about the whole development. I don't even know what's going on to this point. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Now that's disturbing. I wouldn't mind having. I don't know. I don't mind having. I would rather have that type of animation, but what the fuck did I witness? Dude. Dude, you saw what I'm seeing. Oh yeah. And most of the games on Artifacts Monty SA are always free to play. So most of the time, most of the games you can actually get are those free to play titles. And you can tell that they just copy paste the same aspects from before. So there are a lot of games. The only good game it actually made is just Bound, but that's about it. Also, there's some games you have to pay, but most of the games on iOS store cost about $7, so it's $6.99. But on the console, they recharge the full retail price for $10. It seems weird that they had to charge you $9 for a iOS title, but I just find it uncanny. But the only good game they actually made that's not the same format is just Bound, which I might get to do. I, to this day, I don't even understand what was the whole point. I mean, I would say.
Evangeline, you remember my crow, Matthew, don't you?
No.
Well, he and I. Wait, what's this? I have a bad feeling.
Okay, so why do I get the idea that they actually make it so cheap? What is off the audio?
Oh, my head. What happened here? Where's Ink? Ink's Steambugs collection. Sadly, these are damaged beyond repair.
You know, what makes it mostly weird about is that most of the titles that they created so far are kind of half-assed. I mean, Artifacts Monty is one of the most game development teams that will half-ass the games more often. I played some of their titles, some of their demos to be exact, and I would tell you from the beginning is that they really put any effort into their IPs. I know this might be, I don't know, but you gotta understand is that when you play games that are usually half-assed, it's pretty much, it comes to the point where there's no actual point to even take them seriously. I mean, I may disagree about their own tactics, but the whole problem I have so far is that most of the games are not really well executed. I know this because I played too many of the IPs made by them, and I can tell you from the evidence I saw you for the past 3 games that I have, the same games that I played from the same devs that helped co-create this game, it's pretty half-assed. I'm sorry, but the whole lip syncing and the animation seems to be weird. This seems to be worse. They just hired some artists that will draw. I mean, a game that's cost about $7, dude. That's not even that much big. You, I don't expect PC games. That's the same card. That's the price you would get for a booster pack at Forbidden Planet, not at the actual game you can find at PSN store. Don't.
I can explore the village now. That's Matthew. Or what's left of him. Poor thing.
I don't even know what was the whole point, but I will make the prediction, but they're gonna make more half-ass titles. Now I'm not sure how extreme Brave Brown is, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be more intense. Otherwise, I'm just wasting my time playing the IPs. And this is the last IP I'm gonna play from them. And I check, and this is the only demo I'm gonna play from them. I honestly don't trust Anti-Fresh Monday anymore. They seem to be the only gaming company that doesn't really take their IP seriously. I mean, if you try to pander to a niche demographic,
Where's everyone?
it doesn't really make any other sense as to why you should take them seriously.
Welcome to Clockwork,
Oh no.
the safest place in all of Gotland.
No. Did they use 3D animation to...
Evangeline Glass. It's just as Mr. Ing said. What baby is this for you?
I don't know what's...
Mistake. He was working on our doll huts as a payment. It is not safe here. Let's talk later, okay?
What?
Let's talk later.
Soldiers claim it was an act of terror.
Bodies, sir. Distress. War. Machines. Monsters.
Soldiers.
The idea is you always need to cut off for the more.
Snow demon. Abominable snowman.
I don't know about you, but I just find it weird that the more you actually maneuver it, the more it's actually getting more half-ass. I want to say it's not the case, but I don't actually want to invest my time playing games that are artificially half-ass. I mean, I used to think that would be the case, but what you have to understand is that it's not simple for me to actually take them seriously if they go to make some artificial arrangements. I know this from the beginning because if you play one of the IPs, what you have to understand about it is that they care more about quantity than actual quality. And that's not me being judgmental, that's not the truth. If you really want to play a different IP that's not bare bones or bad half-ass in entirety, then don't even bother wasting your time. But that's weird to the point, but You just don't know where to accomplish. So that's so weird. I never understand why it should be necessary, but my only best bet is that since it's gonna be the last demo I'm going to play, I won't become interested into playing them more other IPs. I played 3 other games before and it's not really that necessary. I don't find their games to be enjoyable. I just find their games to be mostly repetitive and mediocre. That's because they put more effort into the illustration and the aesthetics. That doesn't really mean that the game could be well maneuvered. I could honestly doubt that'll be the case because at this day and age,
I've seen it with my own eyes. It was a snow demon. Abominable body, sir. It is the
there's no point either.
Miss, here, behind the bar.
barber. That's oh, sorry. Please excuse my language. I was just stripped of my rank for failing to carry out an inhumane order. General Engineer thinks we are all his Clockwork soldiers, as the young lady tried sheep horse. It is a local drink that kicks like a mule. Sadly, there is no more. I would give up my helmet for the glass.
Don't get it.
Barber boy is a rotten apple.
I would give up my helmet for the glass.
That barber.
Today's youth, all steam enthusiastic punks. In my days,
I would give up my
today's youth,
That
I
barber.
would
today,
That.
I would
That.
today.
That.
You know, it's kind of
barber boy is a.
Keep it down, miss. You don't know who might be eavesdropping. So much has changed here since Engineer Barber returned. Airships, masked soldiers, arrests, and let's not forget the earthquakes. War is hanging over our heads, and Barbara has some secret weapons. Ink tried to stop him. He's discovered. That's all I know. Mace, I need your help. The soldiers confiscated all my supplies. The gatekeeper took my license. It should be in his booth.
boop. I mean, they tried to make the IPs different. They tried to make it so new to the sync proximity, but it just fails miserably. As if you can tell it's not working. This game developing teams try so hard to make this game to each of the IPs different to the point, but it doesn't really work to the extent because honestly they use the same search engine. They just change small gameplay changes over on, and you don't really see that much improvement besides try to add new additions, which in pure honesty, it's not the really that much extreme about it. I wouldn't know, but here's the thing: if you are willing to spend $10 for a half-ass shovelware product, I don't know what's wrong with you. if you pay full price for a game that you knew it's gonna be half-assed, what's the whole point? I don't understand why you even need it. I mean, you could get better indie games for under $10 than this shit. You could get better indie games for over $20 and you have a better experience so far. It's I don't understand why you even need to play it. I mean, yes, it may. I mean, a lot of hinted object games used to be better back in the mid '90s when DOS games were usually rampant in that time period. But nowadays it's 2018. Nobody really gives a shit except the suburbanians who actually have nothing better to do in the time. I mean, keep in mind that the only demographic is actually pandering are suburbanians, because this is one of the skins you can actually get in the suburbs. I hate to want to be honest, but people don't play titles. There's not much of a demand. The thing is that, yeah, these type of games don't really have a high demand. People don't usually play these because they usually want to play a hardcore experience of a genre. You never see people spend $10 rather than, because I hardly doubt that will be the case. It's not that necessary. I mean, honestly, once you once you go to a sort of vantage point, it comes to the point where it doesn't really matter. I mean, I know this from the beginning, and people must say that I'm being judgmental, but keep in mind, this is the same game you actually play as if over. Again, I could make a rant about how these games are half-assed, but I already did that already, which I had to make 2 different parts. That was annoying to the point where it took me a lot of time to get a maneuver.
Another tremor. They're getting worse.
I wouldn't know, but I would say that a lot of these games are not really high quality. I'm sorry, but if you really want a better, I don't actually want to actually waste my time, but these type of IPs are just so repetitive. I mean, I don't actually want to waste my time, but man, this is getting more repetitive. I mean, I guess you could say that a lot of these titles are meant for the casual demographic. Maybe hipsters that say that they actually want to break from the most hardcore edgy titles. But here's the thing: a lot of times, I would rather play something that is too edgy than play something that is so mediocre, because they use the same format, they use the same assets from before. They just change part of the graphics. I don't know why people are falling off with these.
pod.
Maybe a pod. Okay. I don't know. I try my best to keep my cool. I don't know about you, but oh boy.
I can't wait for you anymore, Evangeline. I must find evidence on Barbara. This elevator seems to lead to some kind of underground laboratory. I believe that this is the machine responsible for all the...
Is that the Iron Giant?
It's ink.
I didn't know there was there was a crossover reference to that.
Help me, Evangeline.
How can you speak so far without shouting? You know, they tried to make
Thanks, Matthew.
that boy is so bigger than the actual object themselves. I don't know if nobody really noticed, but I can't define logic to it. What? So, is this a... Okay, so, what the fuck did I witness? What the fuck? Snow. You can't climb over snow. What did I even witness? I mean, the 3D... I used to think that the whole facial animation was just so badly half-assed to the point where it's so comedical, but the whole 3D animation, why was it out? I mean, you had to explain the context what I'm seeing so far. I don't even know what am I witnessing, but... It seems weird, but they never explain the context as to why it is actually happening. Your only premier guess is to actually try to make your own theories, but it's actually worse. I don't know about you, but for a demo, it seems to be out of context. What the fuck did I witness? I mean, dude, if you're gonna make a whole story arc about trying to save your long lost dad that you haven't met, make most sense into the mix.
If not by land, then maybe by air.
Halt! Access to civilians is verboten. The airstrip is now a military facility. There is nothing to see in here. Halt! Access to civilians is verboten. You'll get nothing from me without a license or not to sign.
What?
You'll get nothing from me without a
Wait, what?
You'll get nothing from me without a license. Ordnung muss sein. You'll get nothing from me without a license. Ordnung muss sein.
What the fuck is Ono von Saint?
You'll get nothing from me without a license. Ordnung muss sein. You'll get nothing from me without a license. Ordnung muss sein. You'll get nothing from me without a license. Ordnung muss sein.
What the fuck is Odin von Saint?
You'll get nothing
Seriously.
without a license. Ordnung muss sein.
I thought this was actually set in Great Britain, but I bet both German intersecting with each other. Ultimate Saint? What does that even mean? It's just weird. I don't know what ultimate sight means. I mean, I know some German. I know German since I was in maybe ninth grade, and I went to Germany for 2011. So that was pretty back then. I think that was pretty much it. But I just find it mostly confusing what the whole context is about. I don't know the whole context about it. The whole thing seems to be so weird to the point where I can't even maneuver. Yeah, as if did he actually playtest this for a while? You know, I mean, you think that an independent game company will make this simple, but it's actually more half-assed you ever imagine. I find it mostly confusing to say the least, but for a game that only retails for $6.99, which is $7 if you count the taxes, how is it possible for me to even maneuver?
Worm took a picture of me. It'll expose my plan. Shoot, he escaped. We should watch out for him, Matthew.
So it's funny. I'm trying to make the most of our bit because once I get this game off my dashboard, I'm not going to play another Artifacts Monty title. It's so half-assed. It doesn't really have any else, so.
Seems legit. Take it and leave my sight.
Thank you. All your drinks are on the house. Feel free to mix yourself
I
up.
would give up my hand today.
That barber boy.
I hope you find your friend.
Today's you. I would give up my hand for another glass.
So we got the drink. We might as well skip the mini game because honestly the way I see it so far, there's no point. We already wasted so much screen time trying to finish this game. I don't really see myself trying to finish it as fast as I could. It's so weird. I don't understand why I'm not doing this for myself, but since I actually wanted to make new content for this channel.
I can board the Zeppelin now.
Oh, this is one of those titles that they actually procreate in the worst way possible.
I do not drink with the likes of you anymore.
That back days you.
We don't want more soldiers here. Go back to your set.
I do not drink with the likes of you anymore.
Hurry up, soldier. You're getting off the ground any time now.
Thank God. Oh, thank God the trial is over. You know, I can't check this. I had to ask, do people actually want to play this? No. I don't see myself wasting my time playing a half-assed game to the point. I don't see that often. I don't see the whole point. And that's pretty much it. Honestly, the biggest problem with this game studio is that they always want to make the exact same game but have a different aesthetic. They don't actually want to make a better quality. The only game that actually is original is Blade Brown. That's about it, but the thing is that that's only for the iOS. We had to wait until they actually put it on the PSN store. I actually would rather play that free-to-play game on this console than play on the add-on mobile port to the consoles. It's fun enough that have their titles on Steam, but I'm not even surprised. But there's no point in arguing. So, until then, that's about it. I don't know what these people are doing, but this is the last game I'm going to play. Or maybe more if there is a new demo that's not half-assed. I don't know what to say. I forgot to put demo in the subtitle, which makes it mostly confusing. I know that, but until you understand my difficulties going on, you will pretty much know. So, this is pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of shit. It's the same old bullshit that you played before. I can honestly care less. But if I have the opportunity to obligate the situation that I'm in right now, I would. But I can't. But this game was made by a medium-sized studio, so I'm not surprised if they're going to use the same assets and the same source material from before. So, we're to Tat signed off with the worst part of anything else. Hope you guys have a better Sanuvo. And peace out to the game companies that will half-ass this game, to the other IPs, and only play favoritism to some extent. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you guys did get your first DRI. And peace out. Drinks on me.